Hey guys, before we get started, I broke one of my cardinal rules on doing this content for this new mode of Pumpkin Bash, and that is don't go into making your content irritated at something in the content. I'm going to leave it in there. What follows is a bit of a screed on not liking the mode and the reasons I don't like it. Let me say this before I get started so that if you get to that point in the video, which is right after this point, it doesn't completely irritate you. There is some content on the other side of the screed that does talk about the mode and things you might want to know from a first blush kind of idea. So I think there's some definite likability for people who like the kind of content that Pumpkin Bash is going to be, which is a really high energy, high speed gaming kind of experience. That being said, I'll give you my exact opinions. Personally, my issues with it will be right after this, but I wanted to say this just in case that puts you off. Just ignore that bit and move on. Otherwise, if you're interested in why I think that, that's next, and then we'll get into how the mode works, the different prizes you can get, and then a little bit of gameplay. Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, and we have a Halloween event. Do we have enough events? Yes, Wargaming, we have one too many right now. As you know, Onslaught's going on, and now we have the Halloween event. We're going to talk a little bit of the in and outs of this thing. I'll show you some gameplay of it. You can go no further than this. If you are asking about my opinion of it, I will not be playing this event. It is pretty much the exact opposite of why I play World of Tanks. It is a high-intensity, spastic, power-up, crazy battle-infused mode. If that's your thing, you're going to love this. You will absolutely love it. There's no limit to respawn. There's craziness. We'll go over some of the things as we go, and I'll show you a bit of gameplay. I've played it twice. I've lost both. Wargaming, just for your information, one of the reasons there's two reasons, big ones, three big reasons I won't be playing this mode. The first one is the one I just talked about. The second one is there's already a mode going on, another game called Onslaught, which is just better. It's 7v7. Even if it wasn't better, it's another mode at the same time. I don't get it. I don't know why. I'll just leave that with you guys and why you release two modes at exactly the same time. It's insane, but whatever. And so the first one is, the spastic gameplay. The second one was both modes released at the same time. And now I've already forgotten the third one. Oh, losing and not progressing. 2 losses in a row, complete waste of my time. That's the problem, Wargaming, when you have these things. And then the missions are tied to winning. No thank you. No thank you. I mean, I could sit down for an hour and lose 4 or 5 in a row in this completely insane mode and come out with nothing for it. That's not good, man. That is not good. Now, if you are getting past all of that negativity and you are interested in the mode, I will say one thing that it does give you is the ability to grab some pretty good crew members. First thing you want to do, though, no matter what you do, is you're going to want to go into the mode like I just did. You can also do that with the drop down right here. It lives right there as well. And you're going to want to come over here to details, and there will be a daily reward, which I have grabbed, and it lives right here. So you're going to want to take that daily reward each time if you are playing the mode. So it gives me 3 of these recovery things. You can also do missions and things. You'll find those. We'll talk a little bit about those. Right now, the first mission is to get this character right here. So if you click up top there, Cordelia Astra. And you have to do, let's see, among the top 7 players in your team by Halloween points earned using this thing, the recovery thing. Ugh! A mission that requires you to pick a specific magic power and use it more than 8 other players on your team. That sucks. I don't even know. Now, it's for a character or for a character. See, now they got me trying to, oh my gosh. A commander or a crew member. Not even a commander necessarily. Anyway, it's for a crew member. You have 2 days and 13 hours. What I don't know here is whether she goes away and then you can't get her if you don't do all this stuff. But you do get a style, kind of cool. You get a good crew member who has Coven in Arms or something like that. Coven, similar to Brothers in Arms. Does that mean it doesn't work with Brothers in Arms? Didn't we have two Sisters in Arms or Sisters of Steel and Brothers? And then we had to combine them because we had two and it was irritating. Are we doing it again? I hope they are compatible. I do not know. After being added to the crew, Cordelia Astra will voice all commander lines. So she is a commander. There you go. I was right. This one is the commander right here. So that's the first one you're going to get. This one is to get these goodies. It's 200 bonds. I mean, there's a lot of bonds up for grabs here, fellas, but you have to get 2,000 Halloween points for Victorious. Now, when I went to my results page, it showed me how many Halloween points I got, but not good for this. Sorry. You have to win. Why, Wargaming, would you make a supposed fun, high-energy, crazy Halloween event and then tie it to wins? I can't tell you how dumb that is. I just did. All right, so that's that. If you come down here, I think it's to Trick or Treat, or maybe it's commemorative awards. Stand by. There we go. So down there, and of course there's 15 different things to click. Driving me crazy. Also, did I mention Onslaught already? I think I did. You can buy them if you want to just get it over with for $61. Good God, that's a lot of money. For $61, you can buy 5 crew members and a lot of stuff you probably don't care that much about. 5 styles, which are kind of cool, and then the decals. But if you figure the styles and the characters are the main things, I mean, you do the math on how expensive those are. Goodness gracious. Over here, you can get them for gold. All right. I've been pissing and moaning, Wargaming. I actually like that. That's not a bad idea. So right now, you can grab Cordelia Astra for $2,500. The whole crowd of them, though, is Math in Public, $12,500. That's $50, a lot like the package we just looked at, where at least for the extra 11 or so, you get some decals and 5 styles. So basically, they are pricing these ladies at $10 a piece. Yeah. Jack in the Box, we have some other things you can grab. This is not bad. If you like the mode and you were going to play it, you will save some money with this package on Recovery, Fire Shot, and Magic Shield. Those are 3 good ones, I guess. Or you can come down here, you can purchase them. So, excuse me, you can purchase them here so you don't have to actually, you can set them up on your tanks you like to use, and then they will continue to go like consumables. Or I'll show you how to do it per game, I suppose. In just a second, you do that in the UI down there. We'll go over all these magic powers in just a minute. So that's the store. You can grab those things if you like that. So the only thing different you're going to find here is if we, and for some reason when you go back out of that store, it takes you back to the garage, even though you were already in Pumpkin Bash. Got to click again. And then you wait for a while. There we go. So we're back in there. I don't know what this button does. Should we find out? Halloween Coven. Oh, goody. Medals. So, oh, okay, well, sorry. There is progress, my friends. If you lose, you can see that I've made 2,073 points towards my 6,500 to get this. Close. All right. When you are now in the, what is it called? Pumpkin Bash. That's what it's called, as I'm Guido bashing the Pumpkin Bash. Once you're in this, by the way, props to the guys. I don't generally like Halloween very much, but this is a really cool garage. The glowing pumpkins. And I will say that the map is cool too. I've only seen one of them. I don't know how many there are. Pilsen. There's at least 2, probably more. I've seen Pilsen twice. Pilsen? Whatever it is. The big factory one. I don't think it's Pilsen. It's the other factory one. Kharkov or something like that. Anyway, the garage is cool. You gotta like it. So kind of a little precursor to the cool garage for Christmas kind of idea. The difference here is you will find these extra 3 slots of combat abilities. Now these are those power-ups that I already showed you in the store. Here they all are. There are 9 of them. I want to say, how many are passive? 1, 2, 3, 4 are passive and 5 are active. Passive means you pick these and your tank just has that. So reduces gun dispersion and aim time, so you're going to hit more. Hail of Fire, it reduces gun reload by 20, interesting. Increases damage from your ramming and protects your vehicle from ramming. Oh, I should have done that. I actually did a ram build with my 3002 as ramming people, but it wasn't working very well. Hulk is passive combat ability, increases vehicle hit points by 25. Dash makes you go fast. I will tell you though that the wonky physics, anytime you try to turn, you're slipping. You're doing you're freaking drifting. It's a bit annoying. A little drift would be fun. It's almost uncontrollable on fast tanks. It's very irritating. Magic Shield does what you think. It stops you from taking damage. Fire Shot lights people on fire if you hit them. By the way, you have to pin them. DK does destroys tracks and the gun at the same time. That's a bummer. I had that happen to me. Couldn't figure out what it was. Recovery is the magic. Get your hit points back so you get 20% back. That's the one right now you're trying to out-recover other people to get the captain or the commander character thing. So you can pick those each time. This was the last time. And that's actually good. So it remembered the things I picked last time. So all I would have to do is click apply and it would buy them. Or, as I said, you could go in here. Will it let you do it here? Yes. It will let you buy them in here. So, no, send a depot, never mind. So you can buy them in mass, and then if you know you have a setup you want and you know you're going to play the mode a lot, you can set them up inside your depot, and they'll just refill automatically. And notice there's an auto resupply button, which is separate from your consumables. So you want to click on that bad boy if you're going to play this mode a lot and make sure that you got enough of those. Or you can just, as you click on your tank and decide which tank you're going to take, you can go, okay, today I'm going to play the 2801 and I'll pick these combat abilities. Okay, break. Another prop given, more props, some other props, multiple props going towards wargaming is, guess what? This mode is not just tier 10, it is 6 to 8. Thumbs up from Guido. Thank you for that. Make a better mode next time. All right. I've been pretty harsh. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people who love this mode. It's right up the alley of many, many gamers out there. It is very chaotic. It's very action-oriented. To some extent, you don't care about winning because it's kind of fun, but at the same time, if you want to make progression on some of the things to get some of the rewards, you need to win. You don't necessarily, at least initially, have to win. I don't think you have to win to get this person. I believe it's just top 7 by using recovery. So basically get in there and do some damage and keep pressing that button every single daggone time it recharges. And hopefully you get to the most points for recovery. I don't know what points earned. I don't know if that means combat abilities, equip them. Okay, that's all we know. I don't know if that means the amount of hit points you recover or the amount of times you use it, or how many Halloween points you get by using it because you recovered hit points. I'm assuming the Halloween points you get are all built into like experience. Essentially, this is Halloween experience, and you can get experience by using powers or by doing damage or by spotting or by tracking or using the magic abilities, blah blah blah. So all I know is you better mash that button on your recovery as much as possible so you can beat out the other 8 losers on your team. As you can see, I'm having fun with this. Anywho, that's basically that in a nutshell. I'm going to show you a game, maybe 2 if I can stand it. Actually, I'm going to show you one, the first one I played, because I think there's something important there that I can help you with in my very limited experience with this mode. There's something very, very important from the very beginning that I learned about halfway through the first battle. So let's go. All right, my friends, here it is. We are it is Pilsen. I was correct. In Pilsen, check it out. Pretty cool. It's got the green glow, which I think we've seen from modes in the past. And I really like the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. Just the way they've done it. The lighting is really fantastic. Good on Wargaming for that. Again, I'm not a big Halloween guy, but you got to like the graphics. That's all cool. This is obviously a tier 8 battle. All right. 2 ways to win I haven't mentioned. One is capture both bases. What do you say? There's 2 bases? Yes, you can see Alpha and Bravo, Able and Baker, and you know, I don't know, Archie and Bullwinky. Bullwinky? Bullwinkle. All right. So I have the Fire Shot. I have the Go Super Fast on 1. You can see that down here. I have a passive ability of Hail of Fire, and you'll see that I'm drifting. I'm trying to figure out how to run this thing. So I'm kind of doing the whole, hey, how do you play this? Is this kind of like a random, standard random? Do we go down here and we work the 1-2 line or what? To be honest, at this point, I haven't realized that there are 2 caps. I read it, but when I loaded in and played my first game, I didn't remember it. All right? I don't remember. And so what am I doing? I don't know. I'm the only idiot who's trying to play this like a pub game. So that's the big important thing I really wanted to get to you guys in terms of advice. This is not a pub match. There are no points in this for maintaining hit points other than as a way to continue brawling and shooting people. So you don't want to just drive into the middle of all of the enemy, but you kind of want to drive into the middle of all the enemy. You got to get in there. So I have done 203 damage. You'll notice that my team, I can't even control it. I'm drifting so bad. Whee! Woohoo! So you know what I'm saying, my friends? If you're a player who loves this kind of stuff, you're going to love this kind of stuff. Now I'm going to use Fire Shot because that's a ship tick and I want to light him on fire. Realize that you do have to pen for those powers to work. I'm like, where's this guy? All right, let's light him on. In fire! This tank is on fire. Nice. All right, so we have a little brawl here. A RPZ or KPZ, or what am I? KPZ versus a Shrek, and I fire about as fast as he does, and hip hip hooray, we have won. Back to my point about getting into the brawl, because there are 2 ways to win. I already mentioned the first one, which is capping. The second one is if one team doesn't grab both caps, then it's by damage. I've played 2 games. I haven't seen anyone really get close to capping. I suppose it's possible, but because of regeneration, it's very unlikely that a team is going to grab both caps. Let me know if you've seen a lot of that down below, because I have fairly limited experience right now. Notice all the power sliding and stuff that was going on right there. And now I'm seeing by the Type 59. Now this is another thing that's kind of funny. I die, so I'm not really thinking about the mode, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of the game. So now I thought that my camera went to another guy. And I am... This is awesome. Wait for it. I still don't realize that's my tank. All right, and that guy, wait a minute. Oh! So I thought my view had gone to another guy playing because I was dead, right? I don't play anymore. Well, no, I respawned, and then I thought it was a bot. Because I was looking around the camera just kind of seeing what was going on in the battle, and I saw this random turret moving. The thing that clinched it for me, though, was a bot that I just knew. I'm like, oh, I'm going to report a bot. Guys are botting. The guy's just sitting there, and he wants to get through all his, Halloween events by botting, etc. Is the gun fired? You know why the gun fired? Well, because I was clicking the mouse and trying to go to the next tank. Yeah, I fired the gun. And when the other guy spawned back in, I went, oh, that's right, respawn. So now I'm off to it. I have only done 1,353 damage. I actually come out 5th or 6th on this battle at the end of it. Notice all the guys on the sniper spot. This was early in the morning. I think people have figured it out because I played later in the afternoon when I came home from work, right before I did this video, and people are getting in and punching faces. So you've probably figured this out. If you haven't, now you know. Get your tank in there, get some damage. Probably pretty cool for people like the mode to figure out the different setups you can do with, get the fast mode, get the ramming thing going on, so you can build some pretty epic ramming builds. You could build some crazy firepower builds. On the second game I played, I'm not going to bother showing it to you. It was a tier 6. I mean, I was taking some heavy hits from people. Like 2 shots. One guy hits, the other guy hits. So they're putting the firepower bonuses in and stuff. Absolutely just shredding you. You got Cromwell Bs. I think the B, it's at least the Cromwell or the B. I think the B can get in there too. I don't think there's a limit on premiums or anything. And a Sturv 74 who were shooting and just like bang, 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 just going crazy. You know, it's just all the stuff I don't care for in video games. And if that stuff is what you care for in video games, then this is going to be right up your alley, and you may even find it to be quite a fun mode. So you notice that we're at 5 minutes now. My team's at 30,000. Their team is at 37. That is an obstacle that is very, very unlikely to be made up in 5 minutes in this mode. They're at 37. We're at 31. I mean, once one team sort of starts creeping ahead by that much, there's almost nothing you can do except potentially grab both caps. And I thought maybe there was a possibility here. If you've been watching the mini-map over here, you can see the kind of the ebb and flow. We're capturing the west side over there, but the east side now is getting piled on. So unlikely that those guys are going to hold that cap. And I sort of sat on the cap. The problem with sitting on the cap if it's not contested is there's nobody to shoot. So really, it's kind of smart. If you have a cap where all your buddies are going to contest it, go over there, especially if there's bad guys to shoot. Just sitting on the other cap doesn't do you much because you're not cranking out the damage. Notice they're at 46 and we're at 35, so it's just we haven't been doing anything over here. And yeah, we're capturing it, but who cares? Right? They're so far ahead in damage. There's not a lot we can do. That guy's a shield on. I would go through all the possibilities here, but it's with 9 different or whatever it was magic powers and the different combos you can put on. Equipment combos, all of the things. There's all the whee. There's the super speed thing. Now I think technique for that super speed thing would be to get kind of close to your target and then hit the super speed, accelerate up and let him have it. So we're coming here. He's got his shield on, so I actually hit him. That must be something else. I don't know if that's a shield. So I actually did damage that guy. Yeah, there's a bounce. He's just gonna come in here and give me the old what for. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what the purpley thing is, to be honest with you. Not sure. There's also the pumpkins. I didn't go over this, but you'll notice there's a magic pumpkin that's appeared right here. Now, where's that thing? It's over. Holy cow, what's happening? There it is, right there. They give various power-ups as well. Purple shield may have been a power-up from one of the pumpkins. I don't know. No, he's still rolling with the shield. How many of those things does he have? Why is he glowing so much? I can't figure that out. Thank goodness he missed. Doesn't matter. I have all kinds of damage. I think I get killed in here. You know what? I'm not going to bring you to the bitter end because it is the bitter end. We end up losing. They're at 62. We're at 47. Unless somehow we capture both caps really quickly, which is unlikely to happen. This team loses, and they do, in fact, lose. So let's go wrap this thing up. Well, all right, my friends. There you go. Pumpkin Bash. High energy, high speed, spastic, magic stuff. There are some decent things to get. There's some bonds chucked in there as well. That's always a draw for these events like this. 2 events is too many. I don't really understand. I don't understand. I don't know why they did that. They did. Yes, they want to do a Halloween event. Yes, they wanted to do another ranked event. Stacked on top of each other right now is a little bit nuts. Not a big fan of that kind of gameplay, so I'm not really going to come back. Maybe dabble in it a little bit, but I'm kind of busy with Onslaught. I'm actually enjoying that. It's just a better mode. It's, for me, more fun. There you go. Good news here is this thing is always available, it appears. It's also tier 6 to 8. Fantastic. Thank you, Wargaming. Great graphics and stuff. Well done. I like that. And that's pretty much it, my friends. Let me know what you think down below. Pumpkin Bash or no? That's all I've got. See ya.